morning. As of right now, it is official. Atlanta Public Schools has a new superintendent. Dr. Brian Johnson is going to be the new leader starting in August.
And we kind of saw this coming, right?
No surprise.
Atlanta News First Asia Wilson live for us outside Atlanta Public Schools headquarters. And Asia, this was actually a unanimous vote.
Yeah, wow, there were some concerns and opinions from community members at today's meeting. Members of Atlanta Board of Education voted 9-0 to make Dr. Johnson the next superintendent over the next 3 years. Now, this announcement comes after 6 public town hall meetings over 2 weeks. During those meetings, Dr. Johnson answered questions and outlined his vision for the district to parents and teachers. But during public comment today, one community member stated they had reservations, concerned Johnson doesn't know the city. But board members reiterated Johnson's track record, which includes being named the 2021 Tennessee Superintendent of the Year and a National Superintendent of the Year finalist. Johnson says he's invested in the community, even mentioning how his 12-year-old son will also be a student in the district. He also mentioned why he's a good fit despite any concerns.
We'll continue to listen and learn, but we'll dig into all areas of the organization. So everywhere from obviously academics, operations, budget, HR, we'll lean in really deeply and understand where the opportunities are. So anxious to get in schools. That'll be a big part of the 100-day plan. We're going to get on as many campuses as we possibly can because that's where the work happens.
We had a switch. So what's next? Leaders with Atlanta School Board says that Johnson will continue to be out in the community. In fact, we're told he is currently working on a 100-day plan for his time in office.
I'm absolutely invested. So first of all, I appreciate the reservations. I understand that I'm new to the community, and people have to understand who I am and what I'm about. I have a history and a track record of success, and I have a history and a track record of doing this work, and I have a diverse track record.
Now, Johnson will be taking over for interim superintendent Dr. Danielle Battle, who will serve as a consultant through December 31st during this transitional phase. Now, Johnson's first official day is August 5th. We're live in downtown Atlanta. Asia Wilson, Atlanta News First.